Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go from Lambeau. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Green Bay's offense marching onto the field, led by their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, who has had a season that I think he would assess as frustrating with how the team has played below 500 again. You know, but you think back to the opening Sunday night game of the year, comeback, that wild comeback against the Bears. You thought things might be lining up for the Pack, but it just wasn't to be.
It really wasn't, because that was a comeback after Aaron Rodgers came back out of the locker room after a knee injury. And the knee injury, of course, affected him for a number of weeks throughout the rest of the season. I would dare say the rest of the season. And I go back to week 2 at home against Minnesota, a chance to win multiple times, and they don't get it done and end up in a tie. And that kind of summed up the season right there. We just didn't know it, that this was not going to be the year for the Green Bay Packers. And inconsistency would show up week in and week out.
One accomplishment, though, for Rodgers this year. He set an NFL record, 402 consecutive passes without an interception. Impressive. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Rodgers will try again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the big meet on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Automatic first down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground.
Go.
Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Blue 58.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
Rodgers now on 1st down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Rodgers again now. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a 1st down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers have taken the early lead. So that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
When you look at the numbers that Eli Manning posted in 2017, there's plenty of cause for concern. Lowest yards per completion of his career, fewest yards passing since 2008. His numbers continue to drop in terms of touchdowns and rising in terms of interceptions. But he's one of the fiercest competitors in the league, even if you can't tell it by his demeanor. And no, you don't hear about his workout program like Tom Brady and Drew Brees. But this is a guy that burns to win and wants to get back on the top of the heap.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore
Automatic
how
first
you
down.
get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Crosby on now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Giants taking the field again here, and you know this is a team that got off to that woeful 1-7 start. They rallied a bit in the second half of the season here to get a few wins, but I don't think playing spoiler is what Pat Shurmur had in mind for his first season.
No, I don't believe that as well, and I think there were a lot of visions of going from worst to first in their division with Pat Shurmur as the head coach in addition to Saquon Barkley and getting the offense back on track with Odell Beckham Jr. being healthy again. But I go back to the Saquon Barkley move, picking him number 2 in the draft last year. Still new criticism that the Giants should have taken a quarterback and built that way. They took the best rookie in the draft who's played above expectations. I would make the same pick every single time and find a way to build around him.
A first down carry for Barkley, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and pass. Touchdown, Giants! Sterling Shepard, 35 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make our score 14-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. Williams to return. Trucks over it. Charles, let's discuss the Green Bay Packers season as they come back out here on offense. It's going to be back-to-back losing seasons in Green Bay. You have to go back to 90-91. That's pre-Brett Favre for the last time that happened. Of course, they let go of their coach in an unpacker-like home loss to Arizona. So an interesting season in Green Bay.
It certainly is, and going into the season, there was plenty of talk about another Super Bowl for Green Bay in the 2018-2019 season. So a major surprise for them. Think about it this way. Green Bay going back-to-back losing seasons. Looks like Denver's headed in the same direction. Two of the better franchises in the league, both struggling. It just tells you you've got to take care of business each and every week and each and every year in this league. Otherwise, teams will leapfrog you like the Chicago Bears did for the Packers this year in the NFC North.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's Rodgers, operating from the gun. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. So a pick-6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick-6 going the other way.
Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have moved down in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. Crosby on now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And this is Latimer, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Working from the gun, Manning. And Latimer's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
Manning now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Zebra, zebra.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing is Manning. He gets it complete to Latimer. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun, it's Manning. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
They'll try to run forward Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Gun. Receiver.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. His throw incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Regular.
Manning now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Corey Coleman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And an alley to run. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the 1st. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. Let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Giants ready to come out now. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Manning throwing on second down. And he finds Penny. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Giants on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, gun. Set. Zebra.
Shotgun now for Manning. Ball incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Hey, check 26.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Zoom.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Graham's got him over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And Crosby puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. With it is Jackson. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On play action, Rodgers flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him
7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because for here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Manning, it's hauled in by Shepard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Manning now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd in just about a few inches here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, here's Manning. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They give it off here to the tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. That's complete right around the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Manning. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now Manning. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Eli Manning with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning to get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Okay."
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Rodgers to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know it's coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Rodgers now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Rodgers will try again on second down. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.